which means it's time for another video. I got a request a couple videos ago to do a review on the original Nightmare on Elm Street, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Now, what's there to say about this movie that hasn't been said numerous times before? This is one of the top horror films. When people talk about horror films, they always mention A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is what started the Freddy Krueger craze. Everybody was basically obsessed with Freddy Krueger back then. This was actually before Freddy became comical. I think he became a little bit comical in Dream Warriors, which it was okay then because he was still serious and still scary. And then kind of slowly after that, he got even more silly and goofy, and the movies didn't feel so much as pure horror like the original. Even the second one, like, they were very like serious in a way. But if you don't know Nightmare on Elm Street, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You should really go watch it if you like horror films, that is. I know some people do not like horror films. I know a couple people that don't like them. But Nightmare on Elm Street is about Freddy Krueger, and Freddy Krueger is a child murderer who basically got away with the crime, and the parents of Elm Street were very, very pissed off because their children were dying and nobody's doing anything about it. So they decided to take justice into their own hands and burn Freddy alive. And they thought they killed him, but many years later he came back as a dream demon basically and was killing all the kids on Elm Street in their dreams. And if they died in their dreams, they died in real life. What I don't understand is that there's only like a couple kids on Elm Street, like not the whole like high school, like nobody else was like having nightmares of Freddy Krueger. I don't know if they were, but in this movie there's only like 4 people who died. Wait, well, kids. But well, I actually watched it a while ago, but it was like a deleted scene. I mean, it would have worked in the movie, but Nancy actually had a sibling. I think it was an older sister. Who got killed by Freddy Krueger when he was still alive. So it would have made like more sense why he was specifically going after Nancy a lot, like targeting Nancy the most and kind of terrorizing her the most. You see Nancy getting like chased in the boiler room and all that. So that would have made sense, but I guess I understand why they would not put that in, make Freddy more of a mystery, which in this movie it's Fred Krueger. I don't think they mention Freddy, but this is a great movie. And a lot of people mention Glenn's death, of course, Johnny Depp, the big scene with the bed and the blood squirting out. But I think the best death in this movie is Tina's death, because you don't see Freddy in Glenn's death, except the hand coming to drag him through the bed. But in the beginning, when Tina dies, she's getting thrown around on the wall and she gets cut and there's blood everywhere. You don't see Freddy, you just hear him laughing. So it's very like scary. I remember when I first watched this, I was like super young, maybe like 5 or 6, probably way too young to be watching that stuff, but I never really got scared by this movie, and I just thought it was cool how she was like getting thrown on the ceiling. Even today, I know they use like some certain like room, it would like move around so she wasn't actually like upside down, but I just thought that was cool how they did that back then in 1984. I think Wes Craven did an amazing job with this movie. Wes Craven had a career before this movie, but I think this is what made Wes Craven the horror director, and it's a shame that he passed a couple years ago. But this movie, I think without this movie, we wouldn't have gotten Scream or any of the other classic Wes Craven movies, because this was like not like low budget, but low budget for the time. and it made so much money, and I don't think he looked at this movie and thought sequels. Because if this was a standalone movie, it would be a great movie. The concept is great. Like, at the time, there wasn't anything like it before. Like a killer killing kids in their dreams, and when they die in their dreams, they die in real life. I thought that's a brilliant concept, and this is one of the best Nightmare on Elm Street films. And right up, like, obviously it is because it's the original, but DreamWorks I like a little bit more, but that's just me. And then a lot of the sequels, though, like towards the New Nightmare is good, but like I'm just not a fan of Freddy's Dead. I know a lot of people they might like Freddy's Dead. I personally don't like it, but yeah, that's basically all I have to say about Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sure there's so many reviews on here. So many reviews. People have gone into great detail about them. That's cool. I don't know if you guys really want me to do like 30-minute reviews, but if you really want me to, I can try to do a 30-minute review. I'd just be talking about every single scene. But yeah, that's my review of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Comment down below on this video. Let me know what movie you want me to review next, and I'll be sure to review it as soon as possible. Because I know in my last video I did not get any requests, which is strange, but just comment down below on this video. Let me know what movie you want me to review, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. In the meantime, I'll see you guys on Monday.